Nah, now wait the hell on now. What is? No, no. This has got to be rage bait. I'm not accepting it. We're 5 seconds in, folks, and I'm already at a point of I'm not accepting this. This can't be real. Now, for those of y'all who may be listening and not watching this, you may be running errands, doing something else around the house, whatever it may be. What we have here is like a scene right out of the show Hoarders. I'm talking about just an absolutely trashed room. There is what looks to be a woman in a bonnet. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. Eating a cake on her stomach. I think it's a cake. Some brown on her chest. Looks like she has a fork up. These are the conclusions I'm drawing right now, just seeing this in real time. And we have a room filled to the brim with what looks to be water bottles. Well, at least somebody's drinking water. All kinds of packages, fast food, brown paper bags, fast food brown paper bags. Is that right? Yes, it is. I don't know where I'm at. I thought I said plastic paper in the same sense. Anyway, I digress. So then we have what seems to be a man here who is cleaning that mess up. Dude in a do-rag, pink shirt, and a mask on. My assumption is it's not a mask on for any other reason besides the nast and the funk that must be in that room right there. So, yeah, let's see where this goes. I'm eating. Is this woman disabled? I know I have to watch the whole thing for context. I'm like, why is she not getting off of her big back behind and cleaning up the space around her? There's a lot of tales. I haven't heard the chirping of a smoke detector yet, so I'm not going to jump to that conclusion, but I see the mattresses on the floor. I see, again, bonnet, things that there's certain tales that you are in a certain part of the world, certain region within society, the ghetto, the hood, ratchet tendencies that are displaying themselves here. So I assume there's a lot of that, but I'm curious if is she just unable to do this? Is this her cleaner? What is this about? What is this? Oh, hell no. Wait, I see legs. Okay, I see your legs. This is just okay. That maybe
What now?
Okay, so FYI, there was also a little header that says cleaning after a 70-hour work week. I would love to say it is her who has worked 70 hours and he's cleaning. But if it's the other way around, I'm about to square up personally. My brother, are you a slave? What is... Now look, I'm the type of dude, if I got the time, etc., I will definitely help with household chores, period. I'll do laundry, I'll do dishes, whatever may be necessary, right? I'd rather be out getting to the bread and bringing it back home and taking care of the household. But if necessary, I will. But this ain't that. This is antebellum slavery style stuff that's going on here. Are you okay, my guy?
Okay.
Where is she?
Try to choke me.
No, ain't no. There's no way. There's no way.
You got some sauce for steak? Okay.
Huh? One thing I see about big folk, a lot of big folk can cook. You can trust big folks cooking because they are consumers of their own product. Okay, here's the thing. What I'm getting from this, even though I don't want to believe it, but what I'm seeing is what I have to take it for, is there is this guy who is working a 70-hour work week and then comes home to clean not just the house and cook food, not just for himself, but is doing these things for who I'm guessing is his significant other, who seems to be what I would call a welfare queen, right? There's certain attributes that go along with welfare queen. Sometimes the welfare queen is on welfare, or sometimes she's taken care of by somebody else who's not the government, but it's still welfare, right? It's still a charity case. If her husband is the one, or boyfriend, whoever it is the one going out there and getting the bread, getting the money, and then bringing it home and then giving it to her while she sits on her ass and quite literally does nothing productive with herself, then she would be, in my eyes, a welfare queen. But the thing that's really getting me here is how disgusting her environment is, which, I always say that your external is a magnification of your internal. She's living in this sort of mess in her mind already. And some would say, well, maybe she's depressed. Look, I've heard of a lot of folks who've gone through deep, deep depressions. This is just disrespectful depression because this is affecting the entirety of the household. Now, he's a fool for staying if this is the relationship dynamic. If this is not just pure rage bait, they're looking to got us, and got us good is what you did. But if this is actually happening, this is a tragic tale of what happens when you have no self-respect as a man. This is what happens when you have no self-respect. You will stay with somebody who, after doing all that, you clean the room of its absolute filth. Maybe it's her brother or something like that. Absolute filth. Look at this. She's in there chilling just like a quick. Look, new Roku TV in the corner. Brought to you by welfare. Look at this. My gosh, look at this. I didn't even see this part of the room. How did you even get stuff there? Is she just drinking them then throwing them? She's probably drinking them with Kool-Aid. She don't look like the type who actually drinks enough water. This is just straight up. This is abusive. Look, she washed him. Look, she sat up in her bed. She was scrolling on her phone. She got bored. She looks over at him, pointing at something. You missed a spot. Cat's struggling to just make a way. She probably ate the cat's food too. Now look at now he's got the room cleaned up. It's going to be in the same condition by the end of the week, 2 weeks. Cooks her the food. She's talking about this is dry. Did y'all hear that?
Trying to choke me.
Brother, look, this one I'm gonna recommend for him is, I know you're working 70 hours. It's a lot. Trust me, I get it. So let's clean up the diet first. Like, let's cut as many of the carbs as possible, the sugars, etc. It's gonna help you cut fast, real fast. Get into some, hopefully you can get into a fat burning state and start using ketones in your body as opposed to an excess of carbs. The only reason I speculate is because of his rotundness, right? So lose some weight, hit the gym if you can. Looks like you got a little bit of swollenness in the arm, so maybe you're already hit the gym, change your diet. What else would I say? Leave her ass. And, you'll start to feel a lot better about yourself physically. Work on your mental state, your emotional state. Deal with whatever unregulated, unprocessed trauma is still lingering, because there's something here that is, it's giving unresolved. It's giving my mother was a malignant narcissist and I married my mother, because this is absolutely unbelievable. Nobody should put themselves in this type of situation, especially if you're somebody who is willing to actually take care. Like, how many women out there who are, they look to take care of their homes, etc., and they would love to have a man who even just would do a little bit, let alone somebody who does that. and the level of appreciation that would come from somebody who is not a malignant narcissist or somebody who is so emotionally, detached from themselves that they don't see and value this. For normal people, that's a miracle man right there. You deserve a lot better, my guy. You really do. But if you don't believe you do, then you're going to continue to be this woman's slave. I have not seen anything like this in quite some time. This dude is over here grinning. Look at him. Grinning like a damn fool. I really hope this is like her brother or something like that, and they did it for some clickbait. And self-respect goes a very, very long way. It is the most attractive quality anybody can have. When you have the ability to walk away from a situation that does not serve you or those that you are responsible for. Simple. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.